This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello everyone, it's your girl XVIVA and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another video of my private capture session that I had with the brand new expansion pack that's coming out for The Sims 4 called Snowy Escape. And I believe this is like the 5th video. I told y'all I was gonna have videos back to back to back, and I'm hoping that y'all enjoying them so far. So if you haven't watched video 1, 2, 3, and 4, go back and watch them before you watch this one, because they kind of go in order. I want you to get all the details that I discovered as I was playing the game. So in this video, we're going to be going to the last neighborhood in Mount Komorebi, which is Yukimatsu, which is the snowy mountain, and it's a lot of things you could do here. So this video is going to be pretty cool, pretty awesome, and there's so much information that I think I'm gonna have to break up this neighborhood into 2 videos. Crazy, right? Crazy. But let's go ahead and like up this video right now, because you're excited about Snowy Escape. Let me know, like up the video right now, and let's go ahead and jump into Yukimatsu. Okay, so let's jump right on into the neighborhood description. So Yukimatsu, the true beauty of the countryside, can be seen from Yukimatsu, named for its snowy covered pines. Located on the slopes of Mount Komorebi, this resort area offers gorgeous vacation rentals, a variety of snow sports, untamed wilderness, and a peaceful onsen bathhouse getaway. Whether it's a relaxation in a hot spring, seeing the sights of the snow festival, or an exhilarating climb to Mount Komorebi's highest peak, this year-round snowy wonderland has something for everyone. So Yukimatsu, once again, a beautiful neighborhood just like all of the rest, but of course it's very white because it's snowy, it's cold, and I love it. I love it a lot. It's a lot going on in this small area of Mount Komorebi. So in Yukimatsu, there is like one empty lot. There is a new lot type, which is the onsen bathhouse, and then there are 2 vacation / rental homes, which is really, really cool. So here is a quick overview of the neighborhood, and I just want to say once again that this is an early build and this is not the final version of the pack. So if you see any issues, any glitches, or anything happen in my gameplay, that is the reason why. Also, you can see that there are some hiking trails in Yukimatsu as well. I want to tell y'all right now, I did not interact with them because I was more focused on the new skills, but those are hiking trails just like what I did when I did my video on Wakaba, which y'all should definitely watch, but I will save that piece of gameplay for my actual let's play, so stay tuned for that. But Yukimatsu is basically like a winter wonderland. All right, so let's finally get into some actual gameplay. I know that's what we all been waiting to see. So this is my son's first time coming to Yukimatsu, so I had him to come to this area. It kind of seemed like it was more of a central area where everybody should be, right? So I was like, what can we do here? So I just started off by doing the snow interaction. So you could click on the snow and you could build a snow pal or build a snow pal together. You could have a snowball fight. You can make snow angels. You could shove snow in each other's faces. None of these are new animations or interactions. Everybody should know about these interactions. Well, especially if you have seasons in your game, you should already know these interactions. Nothing has changed at all. But if you don't have seasons, then this will kind of help you out to have a little bit more of a diversity in your game, to have some actual weather, because you don't need the seasons expansion pack to enjoy any of the winter activities that happen in Snowy Escape in Mount Komorebi. But you should definitely have seasons in your game by now. You should know these animations because, I mean, seasons is a must-have expansion pack when it comes to the Sims 4. So I'm trying to see what else I've done in this short gameplay right here, where I was having Dakota to shove snow in Jules' face because, like, why not? It was their first time experiencing the snow. The temperature is definitely a big change from the other 2 neighborhoods of Senbamachi and Wakaba. So I was like, why not? So over here, I finally interacted with the last vending machine that I haven't came across yet, and I said in the previous videos that I will go over the vending machines as my sim come across them. So this is the vending machine that has the hot foods and drinks in it. And I was like, since it's super cold up here and they're on a snowy mountain, why not get them something hot to drink to kind of help them stay warm? But then the item got stuck in a vending machine, and I just feel like this whole pack was against my sim Dakota, because it felt like all other bad things were happening to her as I was playing this. Is like the pack is gunning for Dakota. They don't want her to have any fun. Like, this is where I told y'all that I felt like items were getting stuck in the vending machines quite often, and I don't know if that would be like, I don't know, changed in the final product, like it won't be as frequent. But when I was here in Yukimatsu, it was very frequent that their items would get stuck in the vending machine, and that's why I felt like Dakota was going to die, because like the vending machine was falling on top of old Dakota a lot, sadly. I noticed a new food stall, but it was closed, unfortunately. But let's jump on into the bunny slope. This is the bunny slope over here, and on this bunny slope your sims could sled, ski, and snowboard. The bunny slope is kind of, you know, for like your beginners and your smaller sims. So if you click on the slope, you could click on each of the different portions of what lane you want to actually go down, but you can see there are these options, and you could go sledding on the bunny slope, which I think I'm gonna show, and you could go continuously, together, or just by yourself, or one time together or by yourself. Okay, so as my sims make their way over here in Yukimatsu, it could snow. It won't snow every day, but it tends to snow sometimes. But then there's also a chance of there being icy conditions, which is something that you need to know about when you come to Yukimatsu. So today it was icy conditions, and as Dakota just showed y'all, your sims could slip and fall a lot because it's icy out there, so it's quite slippery. But I was having them to go on the bunny slope and to sled, so I could show y'all some of the sledding animation. Now I might tend to stop and pause because I was trying to get screenshots and stuff for, you know, thumbnails and memories, because this was my sims first time experiencing sledding. But right now they're actually just sledding separately from one another, and I think I do have some gameplay of them actually sledding together. But this is the bunny slope. So basically this is for beginners. So if you want your sims to build up their skills, sledding is not a skill, just snowing and I was about to say skiboarding, wow. Sledding is not a skill, snowboarding and skiing are skills, and this is where you could just have your sims to start off building up those skills. But I'm gonna talk about more of that later on. Also on the bunny slope, in case y'all want to know, you can only do sledding on the bunny slope. You can't do sledding on the bigger mountain slopes. And the bunny slope is basically for your child sims and your toddler sims. Toddlers are not left out in this pack. They do experience a little fun. You can actually go sledding with your toddlers so they can have some fun, which is cute. But I don't have no gameplay of that because, of course, y'all know I didn't make any toddlers or child sims as I was playing. And also your child sims can snowboard and ski as well, but only on the bunny slope because they're very small and they're very fragile. But they have their tiny ski boards and their tiny sleds, which are really, really cute, so your child sims could experience and build up a snowboarding and skiing skill as well. You can also see Yama-chan is here as well. As I said in my previous video, Yama-chan shows up in Wakaba and Yukimatsu, which we're in right now. And also, even if it starts to get like dark outside, I think I'm going to switch over to the next gameplay. It might get dark out here. You don't have to send your sims inside because there are lights that will light up at night, so your sims can enjoy the winter fun even in the dark. All right, so now let's kind of shift gears. Now I'm going to talk about 2 of the 3 new skills that came with Snowy Escape. I'm going to be talking about snowboarding and skiing. So you could do those on the slope, on the bunny slope, because we're still on the bunny slope. You could do those on the bunny slope as well, and it's the same thing. You could do it continuously or you could do it one time. I had Jules to get a snowboard so he could pursue the snowboarding skill, and I got Dakota the skis so she could pursue the skiing skill. So I really had both of them to focus right now in this gameplay on the skills because this was their first time. So you might kind of want to have your Sims to start off on the bunny slope until they build up their skill into a certain level. Now the thing is that I just had them on the bunny slope so they could get, you know, better over time, build up their skill a little bit. But the thing is that I could have had my Sims going on the bigger mountain slope. And there y'all see the lights come on. I could have had my Sims going on a bigger mountain slope, but I had no idea, and I actually had my Sims on a bunny slope for longer than they could have been. So I just had them on a bunny slope because in my mind, even though this was my first time playing, in my mind I was saying that, hey, they should start off on a bunny slope, get better on a bunny slope, and then we'll work their way up to the bigger mountain slopes, because that would make sense, because I already felt like, hey, they needed to be a certain skill level before they could do the bigger slope, which I was correct. But they was on the bunny slope for a lot longer than what they needed to be. But it was cool. It was still fine. It was my first time playing, and I learned that eventually. So with snowboarding and skiing, when your Sims are partaking in those activities, they could change their stances on their boards and on their skis. Like, there are two different stances. There is a regular stance, and then there is a goofy stance. And I think I had them to change their stances once they got to the bigger mountain slopes, because it's like, I think it's on regular by default, and then you could change it to goofy if you want to. But as you can see, they was having a hard time. They was getting very sad because they felt like they was doing a bad job at snowboarding and skiing. I felt like they was a little too down on themselves at the beginning because they was learning for the first time. This was their first time snowboarding and skiing. They was very sad because they want to be great at it. They was wiping out a lot. They was getting injured. It was sad. But let's go ahead and move on to the mountain slope. So let's jump on into the mountain slope. So like I had previously said, I had my Sims on the bunny slopes for longer than what they should have, but it's cool. I didn't realize this until this very moment. So the mountain slopes, I didn't have my Sims to go to the mountain slopes until they reach level 3 in their snowboarding and skiing skill. Now to get to the top of the mountain, to go down the mountain slopes, you need to go to the ski lift. So click the little building at the bottom. When you click it, you can ride to the top or ride to the top with, and it kind of works like an elevator, and it just kind of teleports your Sim from the bottom to the top. It's like you don't see your Sims actually get into gondolas and ride up to the top. They just kind of teleport. So now that we're at the top of the mountain slopes has a little bit more interactions than the bunny slope have. This is something that I did not know. At first, I knew there was different slopes, but I was thinking there was just an easier, intermediate, and an expert there. But there are actually 4 different slopes on this mountain. So the first one is easy, which you should be seeing gameplay of my Sims going down the easy slope first. So the easy slope, your Sims, even if they just started off skiing and snowboarding, they could go down the easy slope, which I had no idea. I had them on the bunny slope, sadly. And then once they reach level 3 in the skiboarding or skiing skill, they could go down the intermediate slope. And once they hit level 4, they could go down the expert slope, and once they get to level 5, they could go down the ludicrous slope. Now, right there, I was thinking that the skills capped off at level 5, but it doesn't. Skiing and snowboarding go all the way up to level 10, which is crazy. I thought it stopped at 5, but it keeps going to level 10. Also, the kind of different interactions on the mountain slopes. Once again, you could change your stances to regular or goofy, but there is now intensity, and you could pick the intensity that your Sims will go down the slope. So it could be low, medium, or high. They could go continuously, they could go one time, they could do it together, or they could do it so low. So y'all should be seeing different clips of my Sims going down each of the slopes as they were leveling up their skills. So you will see them go down the easy slope, the intermediate slope, the expert slope, and the ludicrous slope as well, which caught me by surprise because I was thinking it was just 3 slopes, and I was like, wait, there's another slope on this side, and that's number 4. So as they're leveling up their skill, once again, make sure you have some of that that remedy. I forgot exactly the name of the balm to help with injuries, because they will wipe out a lot. They would get injured, they would get hurt, and you don't want your Sims to be hurt, so you might want to, you know, have that on hand. And as they're leveling up their skills, as they go from level 1 all the way up to 10, they are unlocking certain things as they go up. So as you're going up in these skills, even though they're kind of the same, they are different as well. They will unlock different social interactions, like they'll be able to give tips about skateboarding or snowing, or they could get hype, or they could talk down on one of the skills. Like if you're high in your snowboarding skill, you could talk down about skiers because you think snowboarders are more superior, which is crazy. They also unlock better skis and snowboards as they level up as well. And the end goal, I think once you hit level 10, you unlock those light up skis and light up snowboards, which I did have them to get at the very end of the day, because that was my goal. I needed those cute light up boards and skis, so it looks really, really nice when it's dark outside. When they're using them, it's like SSX tricky mode, like you know, I'm all about that. Also, as your Sims are leveling up their snowboarding and skiing skills, they will unlock more tricks they could do as they're going down the mountain slopes, which is really, really cool. They have nice tricks. They could do flips and stuff. Really, really cool. And I know that once you max out your snowboarding skill, there is a interaction that unlocks where Jules was able to record snowboarding videos as he was, you know, doing his runs. And once he got home to get on a computer, he was able to upload those snowboarding videos, which I thought was a nice touch. So that's basically a quick overview of the new skills of snowboarding and skiing. All right, now let's go ahead and finally talk about the new lot type that came with Snowy Escape, and that is the Onsen bathhouse, which I have my Sims currently at right now, because I was like, my Sims had a very long day of getting injured and beat up by these mountain slopes as they was leveling up their snowboarding and their skiing skills. So I was like, they need to go to a place where they can unwind, relax, get out those kinks of those injuries that they experience, of all those wipeouts they experience. So we're here at the Onsen bathhouse. I believe this lot was built by Deli Gracie, and I really enjoyed this lot. I love the way she decorated, how she built it. I think she did a really, really good job with it. And at this moment, I'm watching the gameplay right along with y'all as I'm commentating, of course. I was really just exploring the lot a little bit. I was having my Sims to use the bathroom and stuff, because they haven't used the bathroom all day, because I'm sure they got to use the bathroom. And then there's also some vending machines in here. There is the hot vending machine where it has those hot foods and hot drinks in it as well. And there's also the bits and bobbles machine in here as well. The kotatsu table is up in here, and she put like a lot of fireplaces, which I really enjoy. I feel like I lit up every single fireplace in this lot, so my Sims could kind of stay warm and toasty. Then I had my Sims to, well, no, I was actually still exploring the lot. I was looking at everything that she did. There's a cold food and drink vending machine upstairs, but I don't think I had my Sims to go up there. There's a nice balcony area with a fireplace up there as well. Then I had my Sims to come into, basically, I'm guessing it's the changing room, and I had them to change into their swimwear, because the highlight of this lot is the hot spring, and I wanted them to enjoy that. So they're just basically just switching to their swimwear. Even though it's cold outside, they will be very warm still in this hot spring. And then, like I said, I had to light up every single fireplace, it seemed like, because once they got out here, I had Jules to light up the fireplace. Like, why not? I wanted them to be warm, because I was sure it was like super cold out there, of course, because it's snow everywhere. Now, when it comes to the hot spring, I just wanted to jump right in. The hot spring is basically like a larger version of hot tubs that we already have in our game, and you can see the interactions. You can have your Sims to relax in the hot spring. They can relax together. They can skinny dip, and they can also woohoo. So that's a new woohoo that came with Snowy Escape, which I will show y'all a little bit later. So at this point, Jules hopped right into the hot spring, but I was like, why Dakota is not getting into the hot spring? So Dakota couldn't get into the hot spring because she needed to shower or rinse off before she could get into the hot spring. I was like, huh? I didn't know that was a thing. So I had her to go and take a shower with the new showers that came with this pack. And I was like, do that have to deal with her proper trait, or that's something that automatically should be done? Because she couldn't get in there unless she took a shower, so I had her to do that. I really don't know if that had to deal with her proper trait of her wanting to be proper and do everything the right way. But Jules, he didn't care about showering before he got in the hot spring. He just got right on in. Now I don't know if that has to deal with his adventurous trait, where he just do where he wants because he's adventurous, but he got right into the hot spring, no issue, no trouble at all. But Dakota couldn't do the same. So yeah, so like I said, the hot spring is basically a bigger hot tub. Your Sims actually step down to get into it. There's two versions of it. This one is the one that has like the rocks around the outside, and then there's another one that's a little bit more square that kind of look like a pool. But as you can see, there's a child showering not that far from us. Children could get in the hot spring as well. As you can see, the little girl's getting right on in as well, and they basically have all the kind of same animations as a hot tub. They just get in, sit, relax. You can see like the steam and the warmth coming up in the air, and they were just sitting here chilling. Nice place for your Sims to just unwind and relax. Now there is something that happens with the hot spring. The water in the hot spring, it could get dirty, and it needs to be clean, or you can clean it if you want to. You could keep it dirty. I don't know how your Sims might enjoy that, but it can get dirty. And basically, if you want to clean the hot spring, your Sim could like click on it like clean, and then they would like tell everybody to get out, and they throw this like little pouch or something in the water, and then it instantly becomes clean. Now you do get new mootlets when it comes to the hot spring as well. I can't remember all the different ones. I might show them on the screen or not, but yeah, you do get new mootlets, of course. You get new mootlets, of course, when it comes to your Sims enjoying the hot spring. Now let's move on to what y'all came to see, the new woohoo. You can woohoo in the hot spring, so I had them to do that, and it should be on the screen right now. Basically, it's not really any new animation. Just like I said before, the hot spring is kind of like a larger hot tub. Well, the hot spring woohoo is just basically the same hot tub woohoo animation, just in a bigger setting. Now, as your Sims are woohooing in the hot spring, that doesn't stop Sims from using the hot spring. They will still jump right on into the hot spring as your Sims are being dirty and woohooing and stuff like that. They do not care. And also, once your Sims are woohooing, it makes the water dirty. I don't know if it just that's what happened, or it's just a coincidence that the water got dirty after they was done woohooing. So the Onsen bathhouse, I really enjoyed this a lot. Even though I'm not a builder, I'm kind of tempted to build my own in like all of the different worlds that I have in my game, and I want to build it and add different aspects of each of the different packs that I have. It's kind of like this lot type could be better if we had all the other packs, but of course we just had Snow Escape. But stuff from the other packs, such as Spa Day, would do very, very well in a build for an onsen. So you could like make your own spa as well and add a hot spring in it. It'll be really nice and cool. So I kind of tempted to build my own, even though I'm not a builder, but a video of one might come out surprisingly in the future on my channel. But that is everything I wanted to cover in this video, and I'm still not done. There's still more information about Yukimatsu, and I said I gotta do a second video. So in the next video, I'm gonna be going over another skill, which is rock climbing. I'm gonna be going over mountain climb excursions, thunder snow. It's still so much more that y'all need to know about Yukimatsu. So stay tuned to part 2, which will be the next video. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video up right now if you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Follow all those links down below, and I will see y'all in my next video.